often you hear from children that they don't find the curriculum relevant to their lives, and I think the SOS curriculum the themes that are discussed and the issues that are tackled directly aligned and are associated with children are really going through every day, especially those that are at risk. So it directly addresses the need to have relevant curriculum, and relevant curriculum keeps children engaged. At the same time, when you look at the reality that our at-risk children face every day, they're often growing up in a vacuum of a lack of a moral compass, of values, of explicit value teaching and discussion, not only in school, but even in the greater community in their own home sometimes. So this curriculum allows them as a springboard to talk about issues, to problem solve, to reflect on decisions that they've made, decisions that they're going to make in the future. And it also develops trust between each other and the teacher. And I think when you're talking about at-risk children, one of the greatest obstacles that they have is to trust a teacher and trust one another and trust themselves. And this curriculum allows them to delve into issues that usually aren't discussed, and when they talk about it, when they think about it and reflect on it, it creates that trust that's often lacking in schools and in classrooms where at-risk children are in. So when you have limited resources, you try to expend them in ways that can have the greatest impact or return on investment. And so when we were making those difficult decisions, we said, I thought we would get the biggest bang for our buck by working with our most at-risk children in our Title I secondary schools, and thinking about the transition year from 5th grade to 6th and 8th and 9th, because that's where we often lose children. Statistically, it's clear, especially from 8th and 9th, that's where we lose our children. So to give them that foundational experience was important to make sure that from at least a transitional point of view, that they feel that they are exposed to the skills and thoughts and just coping mechanisms to deal with the issues that were going to be more exacerbated in that transitional year. So I think that this curriculum is helpful for even students in non-Title I schools and even students that aren't labeled as at risk. The reality is all children, I should say teenagers, are dealing with the issues that the SOS curriculum delves into. And even for students that are making the right decisions on a day-to-day basis, even for children that are growing up in your traditional type of two-parent home, middle class, upper middle class parents, they're still dealing with tough issues. And depending on the level of trust they have with their parents or with their greater community or community members in general, they may not be talking about these issues. So the classroom allows for the opportunity to delve into these issues and more importantly to reflect on how they feel about them, how they would learn from them, and how they may prevent the decision-making process that would negatively influence their life for the future.